أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء المرسلين محمد وأهل بيت الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين واللعنة على أعدائهم من الآن إلى يوم الدين أما بعد وقد قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في كتابه المجيد والفرقان الحميد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ربي زدني علما صدق الله العلي العظيم. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah, hope everyone is well. Can everyone hear me?
Yes, sir.
Brilliant. So today's session, I just need to prepare for the sessions. Who, of course, if you attend them, all well and good. If you're not able to attend, that's fine. But those who will be attending the sessions for Shahr Ramadan, I want to prepare yourselves for that itself. The most important thing I need to prepare yourselves, even despite yourselves not being able to, even for book 2, before I start book 2, I normally actually teach the present tense verbs so that you are familiar with them. So when we come across any verbs in the present tense form in the book 2, you're familiar with them, you know the conjugations, you know what they are and how they are. Right. Now, everyone remembers that so far we have done the past tense verbs like daraba, kataba, and nasara. So darasa, he studied. Daraba, he hit. So everyone recollects that. Yes, Sister Zainab Nadri?
Yes.
Sister Bina, Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum.
Alaikum salam. So you remember we did kataba and we did daraba, the past tense verbs. So everyone has done them now. Now I want yourself to prepare yourself for the next phase. So the next phase is learning the present tense verbs. So in the past tense verbs, let me just share the screen just to show yourself again and recollect and then connect it with today's lesson. So the past tense, just show you. We can quickly, within 3 or 4 minutes, cover the past tense, just a refreshment for everyone so that they exactly know how things are happening. Now, in the past tense verbs, for example, we did kataba. So we did kataba in the past, fil al-madi ma'lum. So we did kataba, kataba, katabu, katabat, katabata, katabna, katabta, katabtuma, katabtum, katabti, katabtuma, katabtunna, katabtu, and katabna. I just want Sister Zainab Nadri, would you be able to conjugate for them and translate kataba, what they mean in the past tense form, please?
Okay, Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Huwa kataba, he wrote, third person singular for male. Huma kataba, dual for male.
Yep, they both wrote.
They both wrote.
Correct.
Hum katabu, they all wrote for male. Hiya katabat, she wrote. Huma katabata, they both wrote for female. Hunna katabna, they all wrote for female. Anta katabta, you wrote for male. Antuma katabtuma, you both wrote for male. Antum katabtum, you all wrote for male. Anti katabti, you wrote for female. Antuma katabtuma, you both wrote for female. Antunna katabtunna, you all wrote for female. Ana katabtu, nahnu katabna, and they are both for male and female.
Excellent. Excellent. Sister Farwa Jafri, would you be able to also conjugate one verb, just one more verb, so that it just sinks in everyone's mind that this is what's happening?
Sure.
So daraba, it means it's a 3-letter verb, the past tense. We have madi ma'lum and madi majhul. So Those who attended the previous lesson, I spoke about the passive tense. So in Daraba, he hit. So for example, in English, we say Daraba Zaidun Bakran. Daraba Aliyun Bakran. So Zaid hit Bakr. So we know Zaid is a person, so Ali is the person who is performing the action of hitting, and Bakr is the victim, which is the object. In Arabic, we call it the maf'ul. And the fi'l madhi majhul, which is on the pattern of fu'ila, dhuriba. So dhuriba, it's a passive tense, which means that the doer of the action is not known, but the victim or the person who has been hit is known. For example, we said Zaid, Ali hit Zaid. We will say Dhuriba Bakrun. Bakr has been hit. Who hit Bakr? Sister Farwa.
We don't know in the sentence, but
exactly. So fu'ila, it means passive, where only the object is mentioned, not the subject, not the fa'il itself. So Bismillah, go and conjugate Dharaba and translate. Dharaba means he hit.
Zaraba means, you want me to do the Zaraba sequence all the way, or the
Yes.
ones as well?
Ma'lum.
Malum, okay. Zaraba is for third person male, he hit. Zaraba is for third person two men, which is they two hit. Zarabu is for third person multiple, more than two men, they all hit. Then for third person feminine, we have Zarabat, which is she hit. Zarabata, they two females hit. Zarabna, they all females hit. Then we move to second person male, which is Zarabat, you hit. Zarabata, you hit. Zarabtuma, you two men hit. Zarabtum, you two, or more than two, you all hit. Zarabti is for second person female, you as in you female hit. Zarabtuma is again the same as the male and female, it's the same for both, is you two females hit. Zarabtunna is you all more than two females hit. And ana is for me, first person singular, which is zarabtu, and first person multiple people for we, it's zarabna, we all hit.
Excellent. So you will see that in the past tense form, all of these 14 forms, all the changes which occur are in the past, in the actual ending itself. Daraba, daraba, darabu, darabat, darabata. The beginning of the verb itself in the past tense remains intact. So there's no changes at all in the past tense. When we do the present tense, it changes. So now I'm going to move on to the present tense. I'm going to change the slide and go on to the other slide so that it is easier on the other slide. So give me 1 second, right? And I'll share this in the group after the class. So now the present tense. Now in the present tense, you will find that in the present tense you add, so let me make it here. So let's go first here. So here you'll see Darasa, he studied. Shariba, he drank. Jalasa, he sat. So all of these are three-letter verbs in the past tense. So all of them have a fatha here. In the next one, the middle letter has a kasra. Jalasa, all have a fatha. Now, the present tense, we study, what happens, you add a noon in the beginning with a fatha, and the dal itself comes with a jazm or a sukoon, becomes nadroso, which means we study or we are studying. And nashrabu, and we sit, najlisu, we sit. So of course, there are three patterns for the present tense, but first of all, I'm going to practice with yourself. Darasa yadrusu, or the middle letter has a dhamma, here has a fatha, and here has a kasra. So these are the three patterns for the present tense. But first of all, I'm going to practice on the one which has a dhamma in the middle of the three-letter verb. Right, sister, now can you come on the mic, please? Alaikum salam. Can you kindly read, to make the first person masculine, can you read this kindly?
Okay. To make the first person masculine and feminine, plural present tense from the verb fil, replace the fatha on the fa with the sukoon, add the prefix fa before it, and change the fatha on the lam into a single dhamma, naf'alu, naf'ilu, naf'ulu.
So this is in regards to how to make we. So there's naf'ulu, naf'alu, and naf'ilu. So as it's shown here, naf'ulu, naf'ilu, naf'alu. So they will use the word fa'ala. Fa'ala itself is a verb, and it is also a template showing you the pattern of the verb. So fa'ala itself means he did, but fa'ala is also used as a template to show you the harakat as well. Now, let me start now to explain how do we make all of the 14 forms of the present tense. So please, kindly, if you have a piece of paper, have a piece of paper with you, and I'm going to explain to yourself. Now, the present tense verbs are made as following. Now, the first three, he learns, they too learn, and they all are learning. We add a ya in the beginning. We add a ya in the beginning. Once we add a ya in the beginning, the next letter after the ya, which is originally darasa, the dal itself comes with a sukoon or a jazm, becomes yad. And the next two letters all become with a dhamma. Yad roso. Past tense was darasa, the present tense is yad roso. So the middle letter has a dhamma, and also the last letter has a dhamma as well. So yadrusu means he learns or he will learn. And then when we want to make the dual for the present tense, we do two things. One is that we have the ya, which continues from he learns into the dual form they too learn. We have yadru, and we also add the alif and the noon. We add the alif and the noon, and the suitable harakat for alif is not a pesh, but it's a fatha, a zabar. So you change the pesh or a dhamma from the seen to a fatha, and it becomes yadrusani. So yadrusu, he is studying. Yadrusani, they both are studying. Yadrusani. So yadrusani, they both are studying. So you're adding the alif noon at the end, and you're adding the ya in the beginning of the verb. And then when we want to make the plural, they all masculines. They all masculines are learning. You add the waw and the noon at the end. So we add the waw and the noon at the end, and like the singular. So it's literally like from the yadrusu, but add the waw and noon at the end becomes yadrusuna. So yadrusu. So assalamu alaikum, Sister Askari, we're doing the present tense now. I'm just trying to teach present tense. So darasa was a past tense verb. Yadrusu is the present tense. He learns. And then for dual, we add the ya in the beginning. The dal, which was having a fatha in the past tense, in the present tense is silent. And the middle letter has a dhamma. We have the seen with a fatha, zabar, and alif and noon at its adding. So yadrusani. So the singular is yadrusu. Yadrusani is they both are learning. And yadrusuna, they all, boys, learn or are learning. So we add the ya in the beginning and the waw and the noon at the end. So the waw and the noon, which is added, represents plural. Yadrusuna, they all are learning. Is that clear so far?
Yes.
Yes.
Brilliant. Then here is yadrusu, he is learning. To make the female version, she is learning or she learns, you change the ya to a ta. And the remaining, the ra, the seen with the dhamma remains the same. So it becomes tadrusu. So tadrusu means she is She learns or she is learning if it's the future tense. So تدرس, she learns. And then when we did يدرسان for the two boys are learning, we had a ya. But when we make they both females are learning, we don't have the ya, but we have the ta. And again, we have the alif and the noon, which indicates conjunct, and that's tadurusani. They both females are learning. Is that clear? Tadurusani. So yadrusani is they both boys are learning, and tadurusani, they both females are learning. And then we have they all females are learning. So over here we had yadrusuna, we added the waw and noon for plural, for masculine, third person. But when we do the female version, we don't have the waw and noon, but what we do from the three-letter verb, which is darasa, we make the scene silent. We put a sukoon, a jazm on there, and we add a noon with a fatah. We add with a noon with a fatah. Becomes yad rusna. Becomes yad rusna. So the scene becomes silent, and we add a noon with a fatah, and it becomes yad rusna. So let me repeat. Yadrusu, he learns. Yadrusani, they both are learning or are learning. Yadrusuna, they all learn. Tadrusu, she learns. Tadrusani, they both females learn. Yadrusna, they all females learn. So tadrusu, tadrusani, yadrusna. You will see that the first two female, singular and dual have a ta, but the plural, it has a ya and noon with a fatha at the end. Is that clear for everyone?
Yes.
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 Brilliant. Right, now I'm going to ask Sister Zahra Rizvi.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Alaikum salam. Did you catch everything? Yes?
So sorry, I just joined when you had just started with Yadurusu. So
Yep.
I'm afraid I don't know anything before that, but I'll listen to the recording. But I heard what you said from Yadurusu.
Yeah. So before what I did, I just went over the past tense. Just to recap, in the past tense verb, all the changes occur in the end itself,
Yep.
not in the beginning. Where in the present tense, there are changes in the beginning of the verb and the end of the verb. That was the main thing which I did itself.
Okay.
Nothing else.
I'm so sorry. It's just that my kids had a class as well right now, so I was giving them dinner. That's why I was a bit held
No,
up.
it's understandable. It's understandable. Not to worry at all. Bismillah.
Okay.
Go ahead. Yadrusu.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Yadurusu, he learns. Yadurusani, they too learn. Yadurusuna, they all learn. Tadrusu, she learns. Tadrusani, they both learn. Yadurusna, they all learn, female.
Excellent. Now I'm going to change the verb for you now. I want you to try to conjugate the verb yaktubu. It's on the same pattern, but just a change of verb. Yaktubu.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just going to write that.
Yaktubu. Kataba is the past tense. Yaktubu is the present tense.
Kataba. Okay. So yaktubu, yaktubani, yaktubuna.
Excellent.
Taktubu.
Excellent.
Taktubani.
Excellent.
Taktubna.
No, last one is
Sorry,
ya.
yaktubna.
Excellent. How do you say she is studying?
Yaktubu.
Sorry,
taktubu.
How do you say he is studying?
Yaktubu.
He is studying. Yaktubu, he is writing.
Oh, sorry, study.
Yes.
Is study
Yes.
as in learn?
Yes. Yes.
Yadrusu.
They all females are learning.
Yadrusna.
They all boys are learning.
Yadrusuna.
They both females are learning.
Tadrusani.
They both boys are learning.
Yadrusani.
Excellent. Clear?
Yes, thank you.
Brilliant. Can I have next person on my Sister Mehreen Abbas? Sister Mehreen? Are you there?
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. Just Mehreen, I want you to do yadrusu first.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Yadrusu, he learns. Yadrusani, they too male learn. Yadrusuna, they all learn, male. Tadrusu, she learns. Tadrusani, they too female learn. Yadrusna, they all female learn.
Excellent. I want you to now conjugate the verb. Let's give you. I was going to give you. I'm going to give you two options. You can either do yaktubu, or you could do yakhruju. Yakhruju. Kharaja means he exited. Yakhruju, he is exiting. So it's entirely a choice.
Okay, yakhruju.
Okay, go ahead.
Yakhruju. So he exited. Yakhruju.
No, exiting. Exits.
He is exiting. Yakhruju. Yakhrujani, they too exited, male. Yakhrujuna, they all exited, male.
Exited, if you had ed, it's past tense.
It's past tense. Okay.
Yeah.
They but now we are doing present tense, right?
Yes, that's right.
And the verb is yakhruju, right?
Correct.
So I converted into yakhrujuna.
Correct.
And that means they are exiting, male.
Correct.
Right? That's correct. Okay. Now takhruju.
Yep.
Takhruju means she is exiting. Takhrujani, they too female are exiting.
Excellent.
And then yakhrujna, that means they all are exiting, female.
Excellent. Now, if I said to you, he learns, how do you say that?
He learns. Yadrusu.
How do you say they all females learn?
Yadrusna.
Excellent. How would you say they all boys learn?
Yadrusuna.
Excellent. She learns.
Tadrusu.
They both boys learn.
Yadrusani.
They both females learn.
Tadrusani.
Excellent. Can you choose the next student to come on the mic, please?
Sheikh, sorry, could I ask a question quickly?
Yes, this is, yep.
In English, we have, for example, they learn and they are learning. So here you've used both translations. You've sometimes said they learn and they are learning. In Arabic, do we have the two, the present perfect and the present? Do we have that in Arabic?
Yes, we do.
Just one? So which one is this? Is this they learn, yadrusuna, or they are learning? So
the present tense itself, this yadrusu, it comes in both meaning itself, depending upon the context. He learns or he is learning as well.
Oh, so the verb itself keeps the same form, but the other words in the sentence will change.
Exactly.
I see. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so the verb itself remains the same. So we add additional things to make it he is learning or he learned. So we add additional things, of course, but the verb itself remains intact as it is itself.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay, brilliant. So sister Mehreen, can you choose another student to come on the mic, please?
Sister Bina.
Sister Bina. Alaikum assalam. Bismillah, go over Yadrusu.
Yadrusu, he learns. Yadrusani, the two male learn. Yadrusuna, the all male learn. Tadrusu, she learns. Tadrusani, the two female learn. Yadrusna, the all female learn.
Can you conjugate for me now the verb on the same pattern, which is me dakhala? Dakhala means he entered. Yadkhulu, he enters or he is entering. Yadkhulu.
Yadkhulu, he enters. Yadkhulani, the two male enter. Yadkhuluna, the all male enter. Tadkhulu, she enters. Tadkhulani, the two female enter. تدخلنا.
Yad.
يدخلنا. The all female answer.
Okay, I'm going to change with yourself. I'm going to ask you a question about yadkhulu instead of rather than yadrusu. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Okay, how do you say she enters?
So يدخل.
She
تدخل.
enters.
تدخل.
Excellent.
تدخل.
Tadkhulu, she enters. How do you say he enters?
He enters. يدخل.
Excellent. How do you say they all boys enter?
يدخلون.
Excellent. How do you say they two boys entered?
يدخلان.
Excellent. They both females entered.
They both. تدخلان.
Excellent. Finally, they all females entered.
يدخلنا.
Any question from yourself?
No, thank you.
Brilliant. Can you choose the next student to come on the mics?
Yeah. Sister Farwa.
Sister Farwa.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. Okay, Sister Farwa, can you first of all do this verb which you can see on the screen?
Sure. Yadrusu, he learns. Yadrusani, they two men learn. Yadrusuna, they all male learn. Tadrusu, she learns. Tadrusani, they two females learn. Yadrusna, they all females learn.
Excellent. So the verb which I'm going to give you now is talaba, twa'a, la, ba. Twa, lam, ba. Talaba means he demanded.
Okay. So it will be.
So present tense is yatlubu. He is demanding or seeking. Yatlubu. Yatlubu.
Yatlubu, he demands. Yatlubani, they too demand. They two men demand. Yatlubuna, they all male demand. Tadlubu, she demands. Tadlubani, they two females demand. Tadlubna, they all females demand.
Yatlubna.
Sorry, Yatlubna. Sorry.
No, that's fine. Yatlubna. Okay. How do you say he demands?
Yatlubu.
She demands.
Tadlubu.
Tatlubu. Tatlubu. It's a tongue twister because of ba, lam, ba.
Tatlubu.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tatlubu. They both females demand.
Tadlubani.
Tatlubani. They both boys are demanding.
Tatlubani. Yes.
They all females are demanding.
Yatlubna.
Excellent. They all boys are demanding.
Yatlubuna.
Excellent. Jazakallah. Any questions?
No, thank you.
Right. Next person I'm going to bring on the mic is Sister Askari.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Bismillah. Ya Allah, yadrusu.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Yadrusu, he is learning. Yadrusani, the both men are learning. Yadrusuna, the all men are learning. Tadrusu, she is learning. Tadrusani, the two females are learning. And Yadrusna, the all females are learning.
Excellent. I want you to conjugate the verb yaskunu. Sakana, he lived. Yaskunu, he is living. Yaskunu.
Yes. Yes. No. Yaskunu, he is living. Sorry. Yaskulani.
Yaskunani.
Yes. Yeah. Yaskulani. Two men are living. And Yaskuluna, the all men are living. And
Taskunu.
Taskunu, she is living. Taskulani, the both females are living. Yes, kulna.
Yes, kulna.
Yes, the all men are. Yes.
Okay.
Living.
Now what I'm going to do is that for your test or revision, I'm going to use the verb yadkhulu. Is that okay?
Okay.
So yadkhulu means he is entering, or he is entering. So how do you say she is entering?
Tadkhulu.
How do you say he is entering?
Yadkhulu.
They all boys are entering.
Yadkhuluna.
They all females are entering.
يدخلون.
Yad.
يدخلون.
No.
يدخلن. Sorry, يدخلن.
Excellent. They both females are entering.
يدخلان.
They both females are entering. Not the ya, ta.
No,
Yeah.
تدخلان.
Correct. And they both boys are entering.
يدخلان.
Excellent. Any questions, sister?
No, I'm okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Can I have next on the mic, Sister Fatima Al-Khafaji? Sister Fatima, are you there? You're on mic, on your mic's on mute. You need to unmute your mic. Right, she's maybe. Okay, Sister Zainab Nadri, have you had a chance to do this?
Not yet.
Bismillah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So is it the verb on the screen?
Yes.
Yadrusu, he learns. Yadrusani, they two male learns. Yadrusuna, they all male learn. Tadrusu, she learns. Tadrusani, they both female learns. Yadrusna, they all female learn.
Correct. I want you to do conjugate the verb. The verb which I'm going to give you, I'm trying to figure out the easy one. Tabaha yatbukhu, yatbukhu, or you could do yashrufu. Which one you want to do? You could do yadkhulu or yakhruju. I'm happy with that as well. Yakhruju or yadkhulu.
I'll try yakhruju.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me write it.
Yakhruju.
Okay, yakhruju. Okay. Yakhruju, he exits. Exit. He is exiting. Yakhrujani, they both male are exiting. Yakhrujuna, they all male are exiting. Takhruju, she exiting or she exits. Takhrujani, they two female exiting, exit. Yakhrujna, they all female exit.
How do you say she exits?
Takhruju.
How do you say he exits?
Yakhruju.
How do you say they all boys exit?
Yakhrujuna.
They all females exit.
Yakhrujna.
Excellent. They both boys exit.
Yakhrujani.
They both females exit.
Takhrujani.
Excellent. Brilliant. Can I have next on the mic, Sister Batul Andani?
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam. Sister Batul, can you do yadrusu?
Yeah, yadrusu, he learns. Yadrusani, they both male learn. Yadrusuna, they all male learn.
Excellent.
Tadrusu, she learns. Tadrusani, they both female learn. Yadrusna, they all female learn.
Excellent. How do you say he learns?
Yadrusu.
How do you say she learns?
She learns yadrusu.
No, she learns.
Tadrusu.
How do you say they all boys learn?
Yadrusuna.
Excellent. They all females learn?
Yadrusna.
Yes. Correct. They both boys learn?
Yadrusani.
Correct. They both females learn?
Tadrusani.
Excellent. Excellent. Can I have next on the mic, Sister Nuzhat?
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Can you do the first six, please, first?
Sure. Yadrusu, he learned. Yadrusani, they two male learn. Yadrusuna, they all male learn. Tadrusu, she learned. Tadrusani, she both female learn. Yadrusna, they all female learn.
Excellent. Now, question is, how do you say she learns?
تدرس.
How do you say he learns?
يدرس.
They both females learn.
تدرسان.
They both boys learn.
يدرسان.
They all females learn.
يدرسن.
They all females learn.
Female. يدرسن.
They all boys learn.
يدرسون.
Excellent. So the next six, excellent. So the system is saying the mic. So the next six. So you masculine, one person learn is tadrusu, and then the dual itself. Sister Fatima Khafaji, are you there? Sister Fatima Khafaji, are you there? Just 1 second, Sister Nuzad. Sister Fatima? Fatima Al-Khafaji, are you there?
Assalamu alaikum, Shaykh.
Alaikum assalam.
Sorry,
Wait.
I was praying because
Okay.
it's time here for Maghrib and Isha.
Right.
And a friend of me from other country was texting me. So I needed to reply.
Okay. أنت مصروف جدا مع هذا مع السيجنال، وأنت كتبتي رسالة وتتكلمين على حول السيجنال. أنا شفته على السيجنال في ذلك الجروب.
Oh, okay. Yes, it was not Signal, by the way. It was WhatsApp. Yes. Okay.
لازم عليك أن تركزي على وتحفظ أوقاتك.
Yes. Yes. نعم.
تفضلي اقرأ من الواحد إلى يدرس إلى حتى يدرسنا وترجم باللغة الإنجليزية.
Okay. أنا يدرس.
لا هو يدرس. هو يدرس.
Oh yeah. هو يدرس.
ما معنى؟
هو يدرسان is yeah, two men learn. يدرسون they learn. يدرسون they learn. تدرس she learns. تدرسان they learn. يدرسن they female learn.
Okay.
تدرس you learn. تدرسان they too learn. You too learn. تدرسون just people learning.
You all masculine learn, plural.
Oh yeah, males learning. تدرسين you female learn.
تدرسين.
تدرسين. تدرساني you two female learn. تدرسنا female people learn. أدرس I learn. ندرس we learn. ندرس we female learn.
Right.
Male or female.
First, I want to ask you the question of the first six. How do you say he learns?
هو يدرس.
How do you say she learns?
هي تدرس.
How do you say they all boys learn?
They all boys learn. هم تدرسان.
هم يدرسون.
يدرسون.
How do you say they all females learn?
هن تدرسن.
هن يدرسن.
يدرسن.
They both females learn?
That is تدرسان.
تدرساني.
تدرساني.
How do you say they both boys learn? هما.
هم تدرسان.
لا not هم. هما تثنية. It's
oh
dual.
هما تدرساني.
هما يدرساني.
يدرساني.
Yeah. Okay, next two. So the next six, which are for the addressee, the first three have a ta. So you have, originally when we did he, we had the yas in the beginning, but when you took you, one boy is learning, we have tadrusu, tadrusani, and here we had yadrusuna, which they all learn, but for the plural, for the masculine, it's tadrusuna. It is tadrusuna.
تدرسون.
Tadrusuna. And then you will see that when you do one female learn, we add a ya and noon. So we add the ya and the noon. Is tadrusu. We change the scene with a dhamma to a kasra because the suitability of harakat. Whenever you have a ya, the previous word should have a kasra. So it becomes tadrusina. So tadrusina is you, one female, learn. And then tadrusani, you two females learn. So remember this, for they, both females, learn, for the third person, and for the second person, the second person masculine, and for the female, exactly the same. So you can only tell from the context when you read the Arabic text whether it's referring to the boy or whether it's referring for the third person or the second person female itself. So tadrusani, they both females learn. Tadrusani, that you both males learn. Tadrusani, you both females learn. Tadrusani.
Yes.
And then finally, tadrusna. In tadrusna, in the third person, they all females learn. It was yadrusna. But to make the second person plural for females, we don't have a ya, but we have a ta, and we add a noon with a fatha at the end, and it becomes tad rusna. Tad rusna means you all females learn. Who learns? All females. Okay?
All females, yes.
Yeah. And I and we, so I is adrusu for females and masculine. We literally add an alif in the beginning, and this means I. Adrusu means I learn. But for the dual and the plural, we have one form. So nadrusu covers two people or more than two people. So we just add a noon with a fatha, nadrusu and nadrusu. Is this clear for everyone in the class?
Yes, sir.
Yes, clear but difficult to remember.
Yeah.
Practice makes perfect.
Hopefully, inshallah.
Just practice. That's the best way of doing it.
Can I ask you one question, please?
Yes, Sister Batul.
Yeah. What I was asking you, that you said adrusu is one male or female learn, or
yes, both.
one masculine?
It covers for both. It covers for female and male, both of them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Thank you, sir.
And even for we, it's for female and male, both of them.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Yeah, Jazakallah.
As you're the mic with Sister Batul and Dani, I want you to do from Tadrusu.
Tadrusu, you may learn. Tadrusani, you both may learn. Tadrusuna, you
all
male, you all male learn. So this is plural, is it?
Yep, Tadrusuna is plural for you.
Okay. Tadrusina, you female learn. Tadrusani, you both female learn. Tadrusna, you all female learn. Adrusu, one male, and I, male or female learn. Tadrusu, we both male
Nadrusu,
or female.
not Tadrusu, Nadrusu, it's noon.
Oh, Nadrusu, yeah. Nadrusu, we both male or female learn. Nadrusu, we male or female, we all male or female learn.
Excellent. Jazakallah. Can next Nuzhat Raza on the mic?
Yes, sir.
Can you start from Tadrusu? You, one male.
Tadrusu, you may learn. Tadrusani, you two may learn. Tadrusuna, you all may learn. Tadrusina, you female learn. Tadrusani, you two female learn. Tadrusna, you all female learn. Adrusu, I learn. Nadrusu, we all learn.
Excellent. Can I have next my sister Askari?
Yes, she. Yes.
Tadrusu, you learn.
Where did I think?
Over here.
Okay, sorry. Yes. Tadrusu, you one male is learning. Tadrusani, you two male are learning. Tadrusuna, you all males are learning. Tadrusina, you one female is learning. Tadrusani, you all females are learning.
No, you two females. No,
sorry, you two females, yes. You two females are learning. Tadrusna, you all females are learning. Adrusu, I am learning. Nadrusu, we all are learning.
Excellent. Can I have Sister Mehreen next on the mic, please? Sister Mehreen?
Yes, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Tadrusu, you may learn. Tadrusani, you two may learn. Tadrusuna, you plural male, you all may learn. Tadrusina, you learn for female. Tadrusani, you two female learn. Tadrusna, you all learn for female. Adrusu, I learn for male and female both. Nadrusu, we learn for male or female.
Excellent. Sister Zainab Nadri?
Yes.
Bismillah from Tadrusu.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Tadrusu, you learn for male. Tadrusani, you both learn for male. Tadrusuna, you all learn for male. Tadrusina, you learn for female. Tadrusani, you both learn for female. Tadrusna, you all learn for female. Adrusu, I learn. Nadrusu, we both learn, and we all learn.
Excellent. Can I have Sister Zahra Rizvi next?
Bismillah. Tadrusu, you learn for a boy. Tadrusani, you both learn. Tadrusuna, you all learn. Tadrusina, you learn for a girl. Tadrusani, you both learn. Tadrusna, you all learn. Adrusu, I learn. Nadrusu, we learn.
Excellent. Sister Bina?
Tadrusu, you may learn. Tadrusani, you too may learn. Tadrusuna, you all may learn. Tadrusina, you female learn. Tadrusani, you two female learn. Tadrusna, you all female learn. Adrusu, I learn. Nadrusu, we all female learn.
Excellent. Sister Farwa Jafri?
Tadrusu, you male learn. Tadrusani, you two male learn. Tadrusuna, you all men learn. Tadrusina, you female learn. Single. Tadrusani, you two females learn. Tadrusna, you all females learn.
Excellent.
Adrusu, I learn. Nadrusu, we all learn.
Excellent. Is there any student who I've missed? Is there any student who I've missed accidentally? No? Okay, that's brilliant. Right. I'm going to test now. I'm going to pick up random students and I'll ask some questions. I'm going to ask the first question to Sister Mehreen.
Yes.
How do you say I study?
Adrusu.
Thank you. Sister Budul Andani, can you come on the mic?
Yes.
How do you say, Alaikum Salam, how do you say you one boy learn?
One boy learn. You one boy learn. Tadrusu?
Excellent. Sister Bina, can you come on the mic?
No, you one boy learn, yeah?
Tadrusu is correct. That's correct. Jazakallah. Sister Bina, can you come on the mic?
Yeah, sure.
How do you say you one female learn?
Okay, so you one female learn is Tadrusani.
You one female learn.
Tadrusina.
Excellent. Next person, Sister Farwa Jafri.
Yes, sir.
How do you say you all females learn?
Tadrusna.
Excellent. Sister Askari, can you come on the mic?
Yes, sure.
How do you say they all females learn?
They all females learn. Okay. Yadrusna.
Excellent. Sister Nozhat Raza, can you come on the mic?
Yes, sir.
How do you say we learn?
Nadrusu.
Sister Zahra Rizvi, Jazakallah.
Yep.
How do you say you all females learn?
Tadrusna.
Excellent. Next person, Sister Fatima Khafaji. Sister Fatima Khafaji, are you there? Okay, next person, Sister Bina. It is Sister Bina.
Sure.
How do you say I learn?
Tadrusu.
She learns.
Tadrusu.
Excellent. Sister Farwa Jafari.
Yes, sir.
How do you say they all females, sorry, you all boys learn?
Tadrusuna.
Tadrusuna. Excellent. Sister Zainab Nadari.
Yes, Sheikh.
They all boys are learning.
Yadrusuna.
Sister Mehreen. Excellent.
Yes.
They all females are learning.
Yadrusna.
Excellent. Sister Askari, can you come on the mic?
Yes,
she is learning.
She is learning. Yadrusna. No.
She,
yes. Sorry.
is learning.
Sorry. Yes. She is learning.
Yep.
Okay. Yadrusu. No, Tadrusu. Sorry, Tadrusu. The adhan is going on, so I got disturbed. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm deliberately putting pressure on everyone to pressurize everyone.
That's good, Sheikh. That's alhamdulillah, very good. You're turning our brains, mashallah.
Okay, yes. Next person, Batul Andani. Bismillah. Sister Batul, are you there?
Yes, yes.
How do you say you, one female, is learning?
You, one female, is learning.
Yes.
Tadrusu?
Yes, you, one female. Auntie.
Oh, okay. Adrusu?
No, you, one female, is learning. One, singular.
You.
This one here.
Tadrusina.
Excellent. What does tadrusina mean?
One female learn?
Yes, one female learn. Excellent. Next person, Zahra Rizvi.
Yep.
How do you say you two females are learning?
Tadrusani.
Excellent. Sister Nuzhat Raza.
Yes, sir.
How do you say she learns?
Tadrusu.
Excellent. Sister Farwa Rizvi. Sister Farwa Jafri.
Yes, sir.
I am studying.
Adrusu.
Excellent. Sister Zainab Nadari.
Yes, Sheikh.
How do you say he is studying?
Yadrusu.
Excellent. Sister Bina, can you come on the mic?
Sure.
She is studying.
Tadrusu.
Excellent. Sister Mehreen.
Yes.
You, one female, is studying.
Tadrusina.
Excellent. How was that for everyone? I know.
Your cursor was on the question you were asking, so you were giving us clue.
Yeah.
So we automatically saw there.
Okay.
Was it deliberate?
Deliberate partially, and also
helping.
trying to prepare yourself as well. Right.
Thank you.
So what I need everyone to do is try to memorize them. So the best way of doing them is doing sets of 6 and 8. And right. So what I need everyone to do, like you can see on here, going across, yadrusu, yadrusani. You can either write it going across, or the other option you have, and you need to write this. This is mandatory. I cannot let anyone have any respite on this. This is so important. All of Arabic language, present tense, verb, and everything else is based upon the same structure. So I need everyone to write this.
Just one question.
Yes.
The list that you've sent us on WhatsApp.
Yep.
There's some present tenses that are 3-letter words. Do they also follow the same, or are they different? Like yajidu and yasilu, yanamu, yatifu.
Yeah, so those ones there, ignore them. The reason why those are the weak letter ones, like you attended the previous class, like we did taba yatubu. So taba yatubu is a weak letter verb. So I haven't touched upon weak letter verbs. I'll do that in book 3, not yet, because it's a bit too earlier. Because the weak letter verbs, it changes slightly the harakat. So we're only doing the ones which have all of the consonants in them. It doesn't have any weak letter. So alif, waw, and ya are the weak letters in Arabic. They're called huruful illa. So when they come, they actually change the normal default harakat itself. Clear, Sister Parwa?
A little, not really.
Achai, what happens? It's, for example, I'll give you an example. Let me show you. So here we see daraba, yadribu. So here, let's go to the first one first.
Sure.
One second. What's happening? Let me go to this one here.
Sure.
This one here, you can either write in this column going straight down. You could do it that way or the other way, which is on the right. So here, yaktubu. So here, yaktubu, the present tense, has a dhamma.
Okay.
The present tense has two options: a fatha, kasra, or a dhamma itself, the middle letter.
Okay.
So the word, which one it was? Nama.
Yanama. Yeah.
Yeah. So yanama.
Yanamu. Sorry.
Originally, it was nawama yan womo. Nawama yan womo. It was difficult for the Arabs to read it, and because of that, they changed it to nama yanamu itself. Okay.
Okay.
So this what happens. Like qala, originally it was qala means he said. Okay. Qala Rasulullah. Originally qala, it was qawala. It was qawala, and they changed it to qala. Present tense, it should be the same pattern as yaktubu. It should be yakwolo.
Okay.
Originally, it was yakwolo. Yakwolo is a bit difficult for the Arabs to read. Yakwolo, so they made it yakulo instead.
Okay.
So that's the reason why I'm not going to do the weak letters as yet. Once we have done all of the ones without the weak letters, then I'll do them. So I want everyone to at least write this present tense out with the English translation and send me a voice note. Okay?
Sure.
The other one you'll see is this one here. Yadribu, he is hitting. Now here in the present tense, it has a kasra, a zir. I want you to write this down as well, please.
Okay.
Number 2. Number 3. Yaftahu. First of all, I want everyone to practice them orally. So I want you to know them first. Yaftahu. So this one here, the present tense, yaftahu, the ta has a zabar or a fatha in Arabic. Okay. So yaftahu, yaftahani, yaftahuna. So I want you to first of all practice all 3 of them. One with a dhamma, one with a fatha, one with a kasra. I want you to practice all 3 of them first. Practice it. Once you know them perfect, then I want you to write the Arabic and write the English next to it. Just don't write the Arabic by itself. If you just write the Arabic, you're just doing the same thing as what we are doing at the moment, reading the Quran like a parrot itself.
Okay. Sure.
So what we need to do, when you write this yaftahu, so when you say yaftahu, think and try to concentrate. Yaftahu, he is opening. Try to focus your mind and concentrate. Yaftahu means he is open. Yaftahani, they both are opening. Yaftahuna means they all are opening. Taftahu, she is opening. Taftahani, they both females are opening, and so forth.
Sorry, can I ask one question?
Yes.
Why we are following the pattern, like, the zabar, zir, and pesh? Is there any specific thing that why?
That's a very good question. Now, all the verbs in the Arabic language, it either fits on one of these 3 patterns, because the verbs itself, all verbs don't come on all of them, like yaktubu. So some verbs come with the middle letter has a fatha, some letters have a kasra, a zir, and some of them have a pesh, a dhamma itself. That's the reason why there are 3 templates for the present tense.
All right, thank you.
And even in the past tense, there are 3 patterns. So alima, lam, the middle letter has a kasra, or abura, the middle letter in the past tense has a dhamma as well. So even the past tense has 3 patterns. Kabara, so like dharaba, alima, and kabura. Is that clear, Sister Bina?
Yes, thank you.
Right, okay. I lost my voice now.
I have a question, Sheikh.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry. Sheikh, is wawe qasam in Quran also have jar?
Yes.
Because the word after that, the last letter carries kesra.
That's right.
So okay, wawe qasam is a harf jar. Thank you, Sheikh.
There's 2 types of qasam. There's wawe ataf, which is a conjunction, and the other is wallahi. So wallahi is wawe qasam itself.
Yes.
Okay. No
Thank
problem.
you.
Any questions from anyone else?
So next class, we will practice the verb or we will start the lesson.
Next lesson itself is going to be falling in Shahr Ramadan. So do you want to continue with your normal lesson during Shahr Ramadan?
Yes, but timing should be changed.
That is the whole thing, yeah. What timing would be suitable? Because a lot of you are working as well. And we've got students from America and all the other countries and from Europe. So because what I was planning to do is that, first of all, Sister Farwa and who else, Sister Nuzad, because yourselves, you're still in book one, some of the other students were in book two. So for them, they were a bit more advanced. They knew what was happening, like the Khutbah Sha'baniya, which we did.
Yeah.
How did everyone find it?
Oh, I thought it was beautiful. It was really, I really could feel we could translate at least the first paragraph of it, most of it, but the second was a bit challenging.
Yeah, that present tense imperatives, yeah, that was slightly challenging.
Yes, same as me. I really like it, the khutbah, and we learn a lots of new words. So it's very useful learning for me. Thank you so much.
So what was the plan was, the reason why I've actually done present tense now in between book one, and of course some of the students in this group have finished book one already, is that I was trying to prepare for this 30th Juz session during Shahr Ramadan. So what I was planning is try to hold the classes for the Medina Arabic this year for Shahr Ramadan, but trying to concentrate on the Quran. So what you have done, like the past tense, present tense, harf jar, mudaf, mudaf ilayh, I was trying to implement that in the Quran to give you more practice and also have yourself connected with the Quran this year. So that was my theme
I
for
think
this
that's
year.
a perfect idea.
So at least you're connected with the Quran. And so what I was going to do, I'll share with yourselves. I was going to start with Surah. I was initially going to start with Surah Alaq, Iqra. But I've planned that Surah Alaq may be a bit challenging. So I was planning to do something else instead. I was going to start from Surah Nas, Surah Kafirun, Surah Ikhlas, Surah Kawthar, Surah Asr, the short surahs, and go through them gradually. And then once we had enough practice, the past, present, the tafsir of it as well, why is it revealed, what's the benefit, then I will go on to the longer surahs. Because of the longer surahs, they have a bit more technical issues with them and technical answers which I have to reply. So that was my suggestion. Sister Zahra Rizvi.
Yep.
What's your thoughts?
I think, mashallah, that sounds absolutely amazing. I would love to take part in that. I'm just really hoping we can get a time that would suit everybody.
What time is good for you?
So to be honest, because me, like many of the other people here, probably are responsible for all the cooking, the last hour is going to be so hectic. I know that I won't be able to join in.
I'm not going to do the last hour.
Yeah, if it's finishing even, so for example, if iftar is, for example, 8:30, and we, if we can finish by an hour and a half or something before iftar, that would be best. Anything closer to that would be difficult for me to join.
If I said 6 o'clock UK time.
Okay, that's good.
Is that good timing for everyone?
Yes, definitely.
Yes, for me, it will work.
What time will it be here in Washington, Chair?
Let's check it for you now.
It will be, are you in the central time zone or the east?
It's 8 hours difference.
PST.
Yeah. So you're on Seattle, Washington, that will be 10 p.m.
I think it should be 10 a.m. because
10 a.m. Sorry, 10 a.m. Yes, 10 a.m.
Oh, 10 a.m.
Yeah, 1 p.m. in New York time. So
10 a.m. New York time. Is that too early?
No, 1 p.m. in New York time.
No, New York's is 4 hours. But Washington, where she's in Seattle, that's with 10 a.m.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
it is a little difficult, Sheikh, because that's my sleeping time during Ramadan. I keep awake the whole night till
that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
So that's perfectly fine. So what you can do is that because of the